Okay, just a quick update, part 2 on golf in the UK or Scotland or anywhere at this time of year. The lies you're getting when you miss a green are dodgy ass just now. Like, literally, like you could be here with your ball and you'd have, a not bad lie, wouldn't be great, but you'd have grass under it. But you could be over here, just like literally 6 inches away. You'd have no grass under your ball whatsoever. Bare lie, horrible. Or you could be semi-plugged, just the way the weather is. And we'll show you a close-up of this. This is really quite an interesting plug. Here it is, under the umbrella, and we'll give you a close-up. So it's tailor-made, I think it's a TW3, I think you call it. 11-degree bounce. Interesting bounce, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Milled grind 3. Now, it's got 3 areas of grind. Mega toe, toe relief there, and mega heel relief. Also front leading edge, you'll see that. Now, although it's got 11 degrees bounce, because it's got a massive amount of toe front edge grind, this is basically how Tiger Woods apparently plays his wedges. This is genuinely like how he likes his wedges ground. This is a 60 degreer. This is in the bag. The Pin Glide 0.4 10-degree bounce 60 was just near enough impossible with the lies that we're getting to get the actual like leading edge of the wedge underneath the ball. When you sat it down, the Pin Glide was sitting like literally 2 mil, 3 mil up, and you were catching the leading edge all the time. You weren't getting the leading edge under it. So we've put this in the bag. In fact, it's got a dynamic old Tour issue S200, bit of a weird grip on it just now, but we'll get that sorted. We'll hit a few. We'll show you. Obviously it's a 60, so I'm not even thinking about hitting a 60 very far. I'm still using the same principle as part 1, which was in, head back, eyes on, little chips. That's all you want really with a 60. And here's one, it's a horrendous lie, it's bare, there's nothing under it. I can open this, I can play it the same way but hand open. I can actually get under it with that because the leading edge goes in, even though you see that there. A Pin Glide one would bounce and have a tendency to give a nasty, like here's one that's semi-plugged. This is the same idea, but I'll need to play it a wee bit opening. You'll see the same thing, I'll pop it. That was not bad out of that because it was horrendously. And here's one that's fluffster, like sitting up too much. You tendency to go right underneath this. And again with this, you can keep the face square and hands ahead and it just has a lot more shape there. Shape, short shape, rock. Well, I forgot to mention as well, I'll show you that, the face, forgot to mention about the face of this. The face is a bit unusual. I'll give it a clean so you can see it. The face is a raw face, completely raw, so this will rust like billio. It's ground as well, double ground, so I'm imagining after this little practice in the rain it's probably going to be rusty as, but that's the theory of it. And obviously a 60 degree wedge, I'm only hitting this, I don't know, 15 to 20, and literally that's all I want a 60 to be doing. This for me, a 60 is like you've short-sighted yourself, when you get over a bunker or something, rarely do I actually play a 60. Usually it's a 58. But because the lies have been so, see, it's so much easier to get the ball under it and like through it. Just night and day difference. And if you short side yourself on a green, also like if you've got a lie that's tight-ish, if you're standing on it so it's tight, you can shut the hood to face and it'll go a lot lower, it'll run out. And again, because the grind is so much relief here, right on the toe, sorry, the heel, why am I saying the toe? But there is relief on the toe. The reason you need relief on the heel and the toe as much as that is when you open it. Like my ping would not sit, that's sitting flat, like as in flat, and the sky, my ping one, for some reason, with a harder ground in that, the edge was just too high. I couldn't play these shots that you're seeing just now because the leading edge was too exposed. Whereas that is just what you want, being able to cut it like that. A little bit more. But they're all like, you literally could put a bed sheet over there. And I think, like, you know, what we're talking about, like with the head in part one, like your head, you've probably never even thought about that, because certainly I hadn't thought about it. But think how much your head actually weighs. If you get that head going either this way or this way, obviously you don't want your head going too much this way or you will be in to out, but that's why you'll hit a draw, because you're swinging in to out. So another way of checking this, we made this up for the practice range. Remember I was saying Jack Nicklaus lead eye dominant? Well, clip that under your eye, yeah, and then like your peripheral, you can check where that is. So rather than be here and feel comfortable, turn it to here, check it that way. Same results. So there's two different ways of doing this. Either make a clip for your club, you can make a clip for your hat, and it is off-putting. You can see this right on your eye, but it's your lead eye. You don't want this eye because your head can be ahead. You want your lead eye, which is this side, that way. Oh, I find it anyway, it keeps it to there. So all you need, that is literally a little practice ball on a clothes peg. Yeah, and like it can just clip on your hat over your lead eye, and that way show it there. So I can set up here and I move to here. You can check that with there, hands ahead, bang. See how like that gets you pivoting through. Oh. So, part 2, shorter video, from the wet range. And obviously, if you're using one of these things, take it on and off so that you feel it on, and then you feel the same thing when it's not there. And that way, you're learning the feel on and off. Yeah, well, it's wet today. yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed these two videos. Put them out, chatting about the channel and stuff, what's going on. This is a good thing as well. We just cut the top off one of these containers. You can pick your ball up when you're out in the rain. Stops it rolling about the car. Just a. It used to be a windscreen wiper fluid thing. Just cut the top off. It's enough, and then you just put a rag in it. Easy to pick your balls up. Costs you nothing because you've already bought the stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you've been watching YouTube lately, you'll see the videos that are getting in the top 10 views, and we can't compete with that. Talking about, like, these guys are so lucky. They're playing like top courses, the London Club, St Nellars, I mean, they're playing absolute belting golf courses anybody would want to watch. So you can't compete with that, and the channel's not really about that. Don't see why we should have things like matches and stuff. Obviously you guys like watching the matches, so they'll be back. It'll just be 1-on-1, 2-on-2, that type of thing. And the odd just out on the course showing you how my game is. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. I don't know what's going on with YouTube just now. The bigger channels are like Golf Life, all the other channels seem to have faded away, like Rick Shields and Pete Snooze and all the other channels really faded away into obscurity. They're putting out good content but not getting the views. JR Robertson, James Robertson, I mean, he's putting a video out a day. Eventually I think he's going to struggle with views because people just started watching, not when you could be playing. One thing about YouTube is great though, get all this content for free. You watch golf for free. None of this pay-per-view stuff that they're all doing, pay-per-view. Costing a fortune to play and watch golf. If you want to watch live golf, you better be prepared to pay 150 quid in some cases for a day ticket, you know. So it's not getting cheaper. And green fees are through the roof. Green fees are ridiculous now for getting onto a golf course. Everywhere bumped their green fees up. Which is interesting. On the green fee subject, they keep putting the green fees up, right, and they're getting the same numbers. Each club will be getting more money in on green fees alone, so are they lowering your subs? But then their argument is, well, cost of everything's going up, wages are going up, fundamental costs of fuel are going up, and fertilisers and machine maintenance, everything's going up, so they need to balance the book somehow. But yeah, golf's getting more and more expensive. You look at clubs, it can be £150 just for one wedge. Back in the day you could get 3 wedges for £150, and they would be either Cleveland's or Vokies, you know. And I mean, that I can remember that. So now we've gone a couple of 5, 6, to be fair, 10 years have passed, and now you can only get one wedge for 150. But yeah, I know I go on about that a little, but eventually it's going to affect. It's going to affect golf because grassroots golf gets harder and harder for people to take the game up because it's so expensive to join a club. And unless you've got new customers coming in all the time, new golfers, then your old ones are passing away sadly, and you're not filling the gaps. You're going to end up with like a golf, because more people are trying to pay and play, not win, but that ain't the way forward because it's getting more and more expensive. Right, weather over. Thanks for watching. I think this wedge is actually rusting as I'm hitting it in the rain. I'm positive it is. Crikey. Great feel off it. Right, cheers for watching from a really wet practice area. Like and subscribe would much help the channel.